Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I am here in County Meath still, and we're in an area called Dunmoe, and just ahead of us there is Dunmoe Castle, situated overlooking the River Boyne here in Meath. And it's a 4-storey castle, was the home of the Darcy family from the 15th century. So the castle was built in the 15th century. So during the Cromwellian invasion in 1649, the castle was fired upon from the south bank by passing troops on their way from Drogheda to Atboy, but avoided any real damage even during the Battle of the Boyne in 1690. It remained intact until it was destroyed by fire during the 1798 rebellion, and today visitors can still see here what remains of the castle. Now inside the castle grounds there's also an old graveyard, and they say there's a family crypt in there of the Darcy family, the Darcys. So hopefully we'll come across the crypt and have a look and see what it's like. So this is the old graveyard here. So when they say the Darcy crypt, I'm presuming that it's the same family that lived in that castle. So the gate's locked. We're going to have to go up this way and down the old-fashioned way. So there we have the Darcy, what remains of the castle. A lot of history there. And the ruin of an old church. Now I don't know if that's the family crypt that's in there. We'll have a look in there in a second. But just at the bottom of the castle we have this huge cross made from stones. So I'm sure that would have been a lovely castle at one time, built in the 15th century. So we'll go inside and have a look. So this is the other side of the castle, Dunmoe Castle, here in Meath. Seems like this side of the castle survived whatever damage was done to it. As I was saying, the crypt, they say, is for the Darcy family. Now there is an entrance into the old church, and it looks like the steps down in there to a crypt, so we'll definitely go down and have a look at that. Who knows what we'll discover. Right, so this is the old church here, and the crypt area I was talking about, so we'll go in here and have a look. There's not many graves in this old graveyard, but we'll try and see what we can. So the first one here is erected by Rose Brennan of Navan in memory of her husband James Brennan, who died 1855, aged 53, and her son Michael, who died in 1846, aged 21 years, and of her son James, 1870, aged 36. And there's a number of other Brennans there. Rose, 1887 she died, Philip 1891, and Ellen 1901. So there we have that grave, and we have this obelisk style one here. There seems to be a lot of loose rocks around the old area. So this was erected by John Darcy. So here we have the name Darcy, and in memory of his mother Mary Darcy, and she died in 1881, aged 47 years old. And looks like we have another name here then, Patrice Darcy, 1885. So there's the connection to the castle. That is that. And this one is kind of hard to read. It's kind of faded away on this headstone. So before we go into that area of the crypt, we'll see what's out here as well. It's another old headstone. And unfortunately this is hard to read, but age 70, it's hard to find a year on this with all that lichen on it, white lichen. But just up against the old church ruin wall here then we have erected in memory of Billy Goldrick, or Coldrick maybe, who helped restore Dunmoe graveyard in 2019. So well done to Billy Coldrick. Well, that is the old vaulted roof there of the Darcy crypt. So let's go in and have a closer look on inspection to see what we can find. So there's a little windowed area here. I don't know what that is. Oh, it just kind of goes down inside. So we can get down from this way inside the old crypt area. Look at this. Wow. It's that old vaulted ceiling. So this is the family crypt of the Darcys. Just down in here. And sadly we can see people have thrown rubbish and all bits of wood and stones and everything down there on the gate. So we'll get down a little further and have a little peek inside. It's kind of hard to see in there. I don't have a torch with me, but it's hard to know what is in there. There's old bottles, old stones. There could be a coffin over there actually in the corner, a lead one. Wow, so it's very, very dangerous there. Very slippy, so I have to be careful. Yeah, so that is inside the Darcy family crypt from that old castle. And there's just loose stones around there as well. Look at that. Wow, amazing to see that. Wow. So this grave here then I was reading, there's a huge hole at the side of it, so probably a lot of animal activity going on in here, digging in under the graves. But look at this one I've just spotted here as I was leaving the old crypt. We have memento mori on this skull and crossbones. So this here lied the body of Thomas Casserly, who departed this life the 5th of April in the year, look at that, 1722. But look what's down the bottom of it. We have the skull and the crossbones, and that skull looks like it has even teeth on it. Look. Wow, that is amazing. Super to see that. A 1722 headstone in the old graveyard here. And the Darcy family are buried at this grave just here. right next to their old castle. So those Darcys I was reading there are 18, in the 1800s they died. So it would have been their family way back before then who lived in the castle. But there we have a better shot of the old church ruin and the family crypt. And just around the side of the vaulted crypt, we have a little window there that looks in as well. And there's also newer burials kind of here as well. Well, when I say new, up as far as 1913. So on this one here there's lovely flowers. And the names on these we have in loving memory of Patrick Fox, who died the 27th of March 1903. Then we have their children, John, who died in 1868, only 6 years old. Ellen died in 1871, aged 6 days. So 3 years later, they lost another child, aged 6 days old. Margaret died in 1890, aged 3. Thomas died in 1890, aged 21. And then we have a Jane Vesey, who died in 1970, aged 89. And even down the bottom, we can see Patrick and Jane's grandchildren. 1900, aged 6 months, Teresa. Patrick died in 1904, aged 4 days. And Edith died in 1913, aged 6 weeks old. So a lot of tragedy, unfortunately, there. Young children, a lot of children lost in that family at a very, very tender age. So young and sad to see. But a beautiful location here at Dunmoe in County Meath. The castle in the background. Just in front of the family crypt of the Darcys. And you can actually see on the vault, at one time or another we had a window here that is now sealed up, and just up the top of it we have that iron cross. So loads of history there about Cromwellian soldiers around that time. The 1798 rebellion, the castle was destroyed. And the history with the Darcy name. So if there's anybody watching with the name Darcy, who knows if you're related to these people from County Meath. Some great history here at the old church and crypt. So that's it from me, guys. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you found it interesting. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you all on the next cemetery adventure. Take care.